Hello and welcome to the 12 DIYs of Christmas with Stitchery. I'm Catherine Harris, and today I thought we would make these really cute, fun, soft, furry ornaments. I was inspired by something I saw in Pottery Barn and thought, hey, I can do that too. So let's get started. So for materials, we're going to start off with some styrofoam balls, some faux fur fabric, some gingham fabric for the bow, some twine, and some hot glue. So this is what it is going to look like. It was actually inspired by something I saw in Pottery Barn, and it's actually quite simple to make. So you're going to start off with your twine, and you want to cut that about 12 inches long, and then you're going to take your hot glue and you're going to glue the ends down to that. Take the cool edge of your scissors to help the glue dry a little bit faster. And then I'm going to do it on the other end because I would like this to stand more upright as opposed to lying flat. And next, we are going to cover it with our faux fur fabric. I actually found this fabric in our local Dollar Tree. And you're going to cut this fabric. Now, do not just go in and cut it willy-nilly with your scissors. So if you notice, I'm going to do a little close-up here of how I'm wiggling the blade back and forth to ensure that I'm only cutting the back fabric. You do not want to cut any of the faux fur, or you're going to have some weird gaps in that fur. And so I am placing this on the styrofoam ball and just securing each of the edges along the top here. And then I'm going to take my hot glue onto the styrofoam ball and just get the middle layers here until we get back to the top. Now I'm going around each of the edges so that I can have that glued nice and close to the edge of the styrofoam ball and it's not sticking up. And we're just going to do that to the other side as well. And now we're going to get these two side pieces here. So we're just going to cut this the same way as we did before. And we're going to glue that down. And I've got two ways of how to do it. So this is the first way where you just cut the square. I want to make sure that my fur is facing down from where my tag is going so that the fur lies nicely. And then you're going to go in and you're going to trim along the edges so that you've got a nice secure fit. And then you can go back and add a little additional glue if you need to do so. Now the second method, you're going to cut it and then you're going to actually trim off each of the corners and then lie it down. So both ways work. This is just a different way of which is your preference. So next we're going to do the bow. So that's with the gingham fabric. You can use any fabric or ribbon of your choice. I decided to distress the edges by pulling out a few of the fibers here to give it a bit of a rustic farmhouse feel. Next, I'm deciding how big I'd like my bow to be, and then I'm going in and folding it over 2 times and then tying it with a piece of thread. And then I'm going in with the rest of my gingham fabric and I'm creating some nice little ties. So I'm going to just tie that over where we had tied our double thickness in thread and pulling it down to make sure that it hangs down nicely and then trimming it to the length I would like. Next, we're going to attach that to the top of our fur ball. And then we just add a bit of hot glue, place your bow on here. And then if you want to make the bottom of your ornament a little extra special, you can trim it. I decided I want mine to go inwards. So I'm just trimming the edges like so. And then cut off any extra hairs and you've got a nice fur ball ornament. These ornaments were a lot of fun and I really enjoyed making them. And I could totally see you using some really glam and blinged up ribbon to really change things up each year. I'd love to see your creations and what you make. If you post them on Instagram, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Stitchery. Merry Christmas everyone, and until next time, let's get our Sew-Spiration on.